All right, let's dive in. Today, we're talking Ancast, this incredible resource hub created by Ben Anker. It's like think of it as a secret weapon,
hmm
specifically for aspiring broadcasters just like you, who are, trying to break into the industry.
Yeah, it's amazing what Ben's done with Ancast. His dedication to mentoring newcomers really shines through. He's laser focused on helping young people, those between 17 and 25, navigate those first few steps in their careers. And it's all in such a personal and accessible way.
I agree. It's incredibly accessible, especially when you look at his two podcast series. It's like getting, personalized career advice from a seasoned pro,
Oh, absolutely.
which is, let's face it, invaluable when you're starting out.
One of the series focuses on what makes successful broadcast candidates stand out, like what they did, the skills they had, even how they presented themselves, those
Mhm.
essential ingredients for a standout application.
But then there's the other series, the one about breaking into the industry without a formal degree. That's what I find truly unique.
It really does challenge the norms.
And a little, dare I say, rebellious.
Right. It digs into those alternative paths
Yeah.
and celebrates those who carved their own way into the broadcast world. He's got interviews with industry veterans, recruiters, even people who just landed their dream jobs, all without those. Expected qualifications.
That's what's so cool about Ancast.
Yeah.
It doesn't just present the conventional wisdom. It goes beyond that, offers tangible proof that there are multiple routes to success. So whether you're, fresh out of high school or thinking about a career switch, Ancast provides this incredible toolbox of perspectives and strategies.
One thing that really struck me was how Ben emphasizes resourcefulness and adaptability as key traits for aspiring broadcasters. It's not just about having the degree, it's about showing that passion, that willingness to learn,
Right.
and, the ability to hustle, qualities that really, really resonate in broadcasting.
Right, because it is such a fast-paced industry.
Absolutely.
And Ben himself is a prime example of that. He broke into the industry without any fancy degrees. He's living proof that it can be done. So let's talk about Ben for a second.
Well, Ben has this extensive background in broadcast media, and what's inspiring is his dedication to paying it forward. He's not just sharing info, he's genuinely invested in helping the next generation of broadcasters thrive. And that just shines through in everything he does, especially with Ancast.
You can really feel that passion. It's not just about giving information. It's about empowering you to take action. So
Right.
how does that translate into the podcasts themselves? What kind of actionable advice are we talking about here?
Well, the podcasts offer this really fascinating blend of personal anecdotes, practical tips, strategic insights. Like, for example, there's this one episode where Ben interviews a successful radio producer who started as an intern and worked her way up. And she shares, her journey, the challenges, and the key decisions that propelled her forward.
That's so valuable because it's not just theoretical advice. It's real world experience from someone who's been in your shoes.
Exactly. And then, in another episode, a broadcast recruiter, he breaks down those common mistakes he sees in applications, and he offers specific tips on how to make your resume stand out from the crowd. These are the kind of nuggets of wisdom you wouldn't find in a textbook.
It's like getting a sneak peek behind the curtain, seeing what actually works and what doesn't from people who are actually hiring in the industry.
Right. And what I appreciate is the podcasts aren't just about getting a job. They're about building a fulfilling career in broadcasting. They touch on topics like networking, personal branding, even the importance of staying curious and learning.
Right, because the media landscape's constantly evolving.
Oh, yeah.
You need to be adaptable and stay ahead of the curve. So for someone who's maybe just starting out
Mhm.
and feeling a bit overwhelmed by all the options, where would you recommend they begin with these Ancast podcasts?
Mhm. I'd say start with the series about breaking into the industry without formal qualifications. It's incredibly empowering and really sets the tone for Ancast's whole approach, which is all about, demystifying the industry and making it accessible.
I love that. It's like he's saying, hey, you don't need a fancy degree. You just need passion, grit, and the right guidance.
Precisely. And the beauty of podcasts is you can listen to them anywhere, anytime. Fit them into your commute, your workout, even your lunch break. It's like having a personal mentor in your pocket.
Speaking of accessibility, Ancast also offers this fantastic ebook and audiobook titled The Broadcast Media Inside Track. what sets this resource apart from the podcasts?
That's interesting. The ebook and audiobook, they kind of serve as this comprehensive guide, diving deeper into the foundations of the broadcast industry. It's perfect for those who want that solid understanding of the landscape, from the roles involved to the different media outlets. You get a more structured and in-depth exploration of the industry as a whole.
So it really complements the podcast well. The podcasts give you those real-world stories and tips, while the ebook and audiobook give you that solid foundational knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. And just like the podcasts, the Inside Track resources are available in both formats, audio and written, which is, perfect for different learning styles and busy schedules. You can read the ebook on your commute or listen to the audiobook at the gym.
It's all about making this information accessible.
Yeah.
And fitting it into your life, which I appreciate. But you know what else I love? The free downloadable resources that Ancast offers. They're like these little bonus tools to help you actually put all this knowledge into action.
Oh, absolutely. Those resources are all about giving you a practical edge in the job market. One of them is a broadcast-specific CV template designed to highlight the skills and experience that really matter in this industry, which can be, different from a traditional resume.
Right, because crafting a compelling resume can be a challenge, especially when you're breaking into a competitive field like broadcasting.
Exactly. And the template helps you, showcase your accomplishments in a way. That resonates with broadcast employers. It's like having a secret decoder ring for the industry's hiring language.
And then there's the LinkedIn Makeover Guide, essential these days.
Oh, it's crucial. It helps you optimize your LinkedIn profile to attract the attention of recruiters and potential employers. It walks you through crafting that compelling headline, highlighting your skills, even using keywords to make your profile pop up in searches.
So Ancast isn't just about giving you the knowledge. It's about equipping you with the tools to actually land that dream job.
It's that holistic approach that really sets Ancast apart. It's not just information overload. It's about providing you with a roadmap and the support to navigate this often intimidating world of broadcasting.
Speaking of support, have you heard about the upcoming Ancast online course, Mastering Broadcast Media?
I have. It sounds like it's going to be amazing. While the specifics are still under wraps, I've heard it'll cover a wider range of topics than the existing resources. Yeah. And will offer a more interactive learning experience.
I'm so intrigued. I'm picturing a community of aspiring broadcasters connecting and learning from industry experts. What better way to build your network and gain those valuable insights?
Right. It's like taking everything great about Ancast and amplifying it. The course seems like it'll be the ultimate complement to the podcast, the ebook, and those downloadable resources.
It's exciting to see Ben expanding Ancast like this. It really shows his commitment to providing comprehensive support for aspiring broadcasters.
It's like he's building an entire ecosystem for success in this field.
And to think, it all started with his own unconventional journey into the broadcast world.
It really speaks volumes about mentorship and paying it forward. Ben's own experiences have shaped Ancast into this incredible resource that's empowering a whole new generation of broadcasters.
And that brings us back to those two podcast series, which are really at the heart of Ancast.
Absolutely. They're the entry point, the foundation, the ongoing source of inspiration for anyone looking to break into broadcasting.
Let's take a moment to highlight what makes them so special. The first series, focusing on successful broadcast candidates, offers a fascinating glimpse into the minds of those who've made it.
It's like deconstructing the blueprint for success.
Right.
You get to hear firsthand about the strategies they use, the challenges, the mindset that helped them land their dream jobs. It's not just talent or luck. It's about understanding the behind-the-scenes work. That goes into crafting a compelling application, acing an interview, and ultimately standing out. It's about thinking beyond the obvious and demonstrating that you truly understand the demands of the industry. For instance, one episode focuses on the importance of building a strong online presence, even for traditional broadcast roles. In today's world, it's not enough to just have a great resume. You need to showcase your work and your passion online.
It's like building your own brand, right? Which can feel intimidating, especially if you're just starting out. But Ancast breaks it down into manageable steps.
Exactly. And the great thing is you don't need to be a tech whiz or social media guru to do this. The podcasts offer practical tips on how to create a simple website, curate your social media profiles, and even start your own podcast or YouTube channel to showcase your skills.
Now, the second podcast series, the one about breaking into the industry without formal qualifications, That's where Ancast truly shines, in my opinion.
Hmm?
It's all about challenging the status quo and proving that there are multiple paths to success.
And what I find so compelling about the series is the diversity of voices and experiences it showcases. You have guests who transition from completely different fields like marketing or event planning and found their calling in broadcasting. You have others who honed their skills through internships, volunteer work, or even personal
It's
projects.
inspiring to see how resourceful people can be, right?
Right.
They didn't let the lack of a specific degree hold them back.
Exactly. And that's a powerful message for anyone who might feel intimidated by the traditional education route. It's about showcasing those transferable skills, demonstrating a willingness to learn, and finding creative ways to gain experience.
And one of the things I really appreciate about Ancast's approach is that it doesn't shy away from the challenges. It acknowledges that breaking into broadcasting can be tough, especially without formal qualifications, but it also provides strategies for overcoming those hurdles.
Yes. For instance, one episode dives into the importance of networking and building relationships in the industry. The guest, a successful freelance journalist, emphasizes the value of attending industry events, reaching out to people you admire, and building genuine connections.
It's not just about who you know,
Hmm.
but how you connect with people, right?
Right.
And how you demonstrate your passion and your value.
Precisely. And another episode focuses on the power of personal projects as a way to gain experience and build your portfolio. It encourages listeners to create their own content, whether it's a podcast, a short film, or even a series of blog posts, to demonstrate their skills and their unique voice.
So Ancast isn't just about consuming information, it's about taking action and creating your own opportunities. It's about empowering aspiring broadcasters to take charge of their own journeys.
And ultimately, that's what sets Ancast apart. It's not just a resource hub, it's a community, a support system, and a source of inspiration for anyone who dreams of a career in broadcasting.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So if you're feeling lost, confused, or overwhelmed by the prospect of breaking into the broadcast industry, I urge you to check out Ancast, especially those two incredible podcast series. They'll give you the knowledge, the tools, and the inspiration to take that next step towards your dream career. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be featuring your success story right here on Deep Dive. Until then, keep exploring, keep creating, and never stop believing in the power of your own voice.